So out of everybody who's on this expedition, I'm definitely the least experienced in a microlight. I've been up in one once with Mike Oakley to do some filming, and it is pretty special being up there, amazing views and such like. The one weird thing about it is, Mike was in front of me there, so you can't see the front of the microlight when you're flying, and then my thighs cover the side of the microlight, so you can't see anything, any structure around you, so it feels like you're just sitting in the air, which is a fantastic feeling. You can see how some people would be unnerved by it, but I think that's why a lot of people like microlighting, because it's a real experience of flying there and being up there. The team that I've met all the team now at the Birmingham Air Show, an absolutely fantastic bunch of people, so got mixed abilities, mixed backgrounds, and there's just a lot of people that are hugely determined for the success of this trip, and they're putting in the time to gain the pilot hours and everything that's needed to mount an Antarctic expedition, if you like. So yeah, hugely looking forward to it, and I can't wait for next year. So with running a trip to Antarctica, then there's obviously going to be some dangers. I mean, it is the most remote continent on this planet, and it's also the coldest place on Earth. So to try and minimise these, then we have several expert people on the trip, and we're trying to do a lot of preparation before we head south. So we have Richard Meredith Hardy. He's our chief pilot. He's going to be making all the decisions on a daily basis as to whether we fly or we don't fly when we're in Antarctica. And he's also doing a lot of the prep and the details behind the microlights being ready for Antarctica. So Richard is world champion microlighter. He's probably arguably the best microlight pilot on the planet, if you like, the most experienced, I should say. And then we've got James. James is our expedition leader. He's ran several expeditions to Antarctica. He knows how to run them. He knows how to lead people, and he knows about the logistics in Antarctica. What we need is backups, all that kind of stuff. So that will obviously help with our reducing any risks down there. As for myself, then I'm on board to make a film. So I'm going to be filming us as we pass across Antarctica, documenting the whole thing for television. But I've also spent 6 years of my life training people on how to survive in Antarctica and guiding people across glaciers and up mountains in Antarctica. So James has brought me on board for that dual role so that I can train people up, where we're going to be doing some training in Sweden and some in Scotland and maybe in elsewhere before we go, and then when we're down there as well. Basically training people up on how to rescue themselves out of crevasses or rescue each other out of crevasses, and a bit of knowledge about the ground and the surface and where we can land microlights, that kind of thing. So hopefully all of this should reduce the risks while in Antarctica. Yeah, as far as worries go in Antarctica, then for the trip, for the expedition, there obviously will be a lot of worries as we go. The one thing will be the cold. It's going to be very cold, and I've driven hundreds of miles in snowmobiles across Antarctica, well, not across it, but in different places in Antarctica, and it is exceptionally cold sitting on skidoos for a long period of time. So I imagine in a microlight going much faster than a snowmobile and being higher up in the cold, it's going to be pretty cold. But I suppose as long as you're well prepared for it, which we're going to be, we're going to have heated suits, we're going to have big down suits, then there shouldn't be a problem with the cold, hopefully. And there'll just be little obstacles as we go, and we'll just break them down as we go. We'll be sitting out weather and things like that, and and just hopefully it'll turn out as a very successful expedition. Yeah, massively looking forward to this expedition. I love Antarctica, going backwards and forwards there loads. It is an absolutely magnificent place. Great wildlife if you're near the coast. Once you're inland, there's not much wildlife, but there's amazing mountain landscapes and just huge open plains of a bit like African plains, but completely white, if you like, with huge skies. And yeah, it would just be an absolutely awesome experience, and it would be great to be doing stuff from the air and seeing the great expanse of Antarctica rather than slogging along on the snow on the ground. So yeah, can't wait for next year. It should be fantastic.